Dr. Jazz. Dr. Jazz.
Randy had it was in the early days in New York City, and Randy had a gig at a club called La Intrigue, uptown, maybe West 72nd Street.
Mhm.
And it was on the second floor, it was a mafia club. And on the first floor was the jazz club. On the second floor was a gay club, which was mainly where their
Oh,
business was. And it was the jazz club was run by this woman. And Randy had a steady gig there, and he called me, and we had that gig for 9 months.
oh, wow.
Yeah, I think it was like, I don't remember. I have to go look back at my date books. I don't think they go back that far, but
Wow.
it was a great gig. Steve Schaefer was the drummer. He's still alive. The bass player is not Gaylor. No. Damn, I can't think of his name. But it was a great rhythm section.
Yeah.
And so we got to know each other then. He was really young, and we clicked right away. And I had this recordings coming up.
Yeah.
And Mike had just left Indiana University to come to town. He said, "Wow, you think I can play with you?" My brother, my younger brother. So that's how we met. I met him on my first record day, Guerrilla Band.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was history after that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I saw I just watched today a recording. I don't know if you've seen that, like from 1977, your quintet from Berlin Jazz Festival. Did you see that?
Yes, it's coming out at the end of the year.
It's like, Hey Fool, and This Is the Thing. When you guys play it, it's just like, it's, and Bob Moses on drums, he's killing it, man. It's like,
Killing. It's nuts.
such a band, and it's like you guys been doing it for 10 years probably, right? Then
yeah, well, we actually played together about 3 years.
3 years. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was we were looking for an edge that didn't exist.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
It wasn't there, but we were looking for it anyway. We were trying to be as edgy as we could.
Definitely.
It's a great experience. It was a great experience playing with both of them.
Yeah. Especially your record.
I thought 1970, the Berlin thing. I'm just working on correcting some liner notes, and I've got to check my date books.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember the sequence of when we did what exactly. I'm terrible on chronology, but I think we did that after Speak with a Single Voice.
Yeah.
And I think that was first because the music that was a live recording in a club, but it was early days, and we were still getting familiar with what we were doing. And the rhythm section hadn't quite figured out how our style, what we were going to do, what we were looking. We didn't figure that out until we played in Sweet Basil's one night. And we said, okay, we're playing an 8/8 with a triplet feeling underneath it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So and it clicked, And as if I remember, Doctor is saying, well, now all we got to do is get over our insecurities. Anyway, so the 77 Berlin thing, I think it shows the band at its loosest.
Yeah, but still, it's like it's burning. Like, well, like the records like reach out and all that. It's like you can already feel it there, but when you see the stretching out that you do live, that's so beautiful. Yeah. But and I just wanted to go back to the first records you guys did. Like in 1969, you did Score, right, with Randy, and
that's where I met Mike. That's where I met Lou.
On that session.
Yeah, yeah. That was an 8-hour session.
That was it?
Yeah, 8 hours. Yeah, all continuing.
Wow. But you wrote also three tunes, right? Like Vamp and Score. Did Randy ask you to do that, or did you just bring it to the group? Or he needed tunes for the record. Tunes. Yeah.
And he knew I wrote. You know.
Yeah.
The fact that I wrote was always something that I had in my kit bag that helped me a lot throughout my career, because a lot of the band leaders I played with didn't write, and they were looking for a sideman who did, you know.
Who can write, yeah.
So we recorded them. And then Wild Bird, I had actually a regional hit on the West Coast with that This Moment. Really getting a lot of airplay, but Mainstream Records was basically a mob laundering scheme.
Oh my God.
And what they were doing was building a catalog.
Yeah.
To sell. And when they finally filled the catalog, some 350 recordings maybe, or 500 recordings on the Mainstream.
Wow.
They sold that catalog 5 times.
Wow.
You can only sell a catalog once.
Yeah, sure.
And it took years for them to figure out what was it for the Shad family, for his daughter to get the rights to that album back and work it out. It must have taken 20 years to
Definitely, yeah.